hours here at 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's see. That's about right. I've been out about a half hour. I can't believe that between 5:30 and 6 this much traffic goes on. I do know there's a run coming up on Sunday. Is it May 4th? Is it a Sunday? I'll have to double check it. That makes sense. So in the past, I would come out this early in the morning. Granted, a different section of the city, but it's absurd how much activity is going on at this hour. I've been out at this hour to walk dogs and there hasn't been a soul around. So I'm wondering what the issue is for everyone to be so early. When they were in the past for deliveries, there were a few over in the Rittenhouse area of Bozzuto, but now Bozzuto's on the late schedule. So Bozzuto delivered to Rittenhouse Market, I believe. And then there were Baldor delivers to Starbucks. And they would be out there at 5:45, 5:30, 5:45 at 18th and Spruce area, Rittenhouse. But I have been on this sign. This is the east side of Broad Street. And it's been incredibly quiet normally at this hour. So we'll just go with good weather, runs coming up. I wanted to show really quick also these neat little sparklies on Duo Taco. Sounds like Armageddon every day here. This is the end. Now, what if they timed the Armageddon experience of the helicopter and the old song from the 60s while I passed Jefferson Hospital? So there are a couple connotations I could get off of that, and people can time things to make, and they can make sure I say Armageddon. It's hard to explain. There are people who've been practicing the Mummers Parade and how to time people around the streets for years. And basically, Philadelphia is just a big, cheap version of the Mummers Parade. Okay. So if people know that I'm going to say, yes, it sounds like Armageddon with a helicopter, and then I pass Jefferson and I'm singing This Is the End, a Doors song, then I would worry about family members for one, because I happen to know someone named, with a similar name. And or it could be a reference to the hospital in general, because people usually kick the bucket here, kick the can. It's very common in a hospital. I had a landlord who used to say, you only go to the hospital to be sick. To get sick. See how you would assume you would go there because you're not well and you need to be fixed up, but he would suggest, my old landlord, that hospitals are in the business of creating more business or making decisions about who gets to stay, who gets to go, based on all the factors: family, situation, police, legalisms. What if people age? What if people make the decision? You're in there and it's like they're pushing you for you to sign a DNR, a do not resuscitate. So who's making the decision on who gets to live and who doesn't? I had a weird experience in Florida, and I had weird situations with people pushing the DNR, do not resuscitate. When my mom was in ICU first, then they moved her to a regular. The whole experience was weird. It was like being in a show, as if the folks in Gainesville, Florida were, were too TV'd out. It's hard to explain because it can seem like you're in someone else's TV show. It's really hard to explain. I also worked for a yoga studio here, and that same whatever it is got kicked up, and I'm like, this is too crazy. It's like watching a bunch of girls in a bad version of a lame after-school special designed to educate bad kids from the 3rd grade. It's hard to explain if actions can occur too quickly with some people, and it could seem like it's in a vortex. Like, it's hard to explain. Normal people would see it like that. It's almost like all these people are on a magical string invisibly, and their actions play out. And they might have grown up a certain way where they think they're supposed to. They think they're the boss. They think they're the teachers of the world. And it's like they actually, you know, they could stand to learn. They act like they have to teach everybody else something. But they're on an invisible string, and I would sit there and witness things unfold, and I'm like, that is crazy. They are actually puppets at that yoga studio. Like, one thing led to another. As things would happen really quick. Someone throws out the can really quick. What comes through really quick? You know, say someone it's hard to explain. It's more than just having an attitude and you're like, oh, is Sally making it seem like Betsy Sue is trash? But it would happen so quickly that you're like, whoa, it's beyond your normal high school experience. So much for a peaceful morning. I thought, oh, I'm coming out here so early, it'll be quiet. There's so much noise on this street. It's ridiculous. On all the streets. There's so much noise out here on the streets, not just Sansom. I'm wondering if it's because of the run coming up on Sunday, if they do a lot of preparations that are unusual. So I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been out super early, but this is on the, you know, extreme noisy side. Check in on Teddy. We're gonna crazy company. Amazon is time so there are, you know, innocent people trying to make a living delivering for, say, Amazon or similar.